Hello, beautiful goddess. So if you're taking this class with me today, that means that you are in that flow state of your being. And I encourage you to really honor this time. I know that's the time I'm moving through for myself. And to make sure to really slow down, to be with your body, to be with your needs, to be with yourself. Spending time in reflection, journaling, and to just be in meditation and silence, to find those answers within you of areas maybe that we need to work towards developing in the upcoming cycle, and also noticing where we were very successful in creating and being in the cycle we just moved through. So just like Mother Earth, we as goddesses, as priestesses, we move through our cycles as well. So honoring that as we honor the cycles of the earth. So I want you to start in a comfortable seat, however that looks for you. And to notice that even though we're only going to be moving through a few poses together today, the most important thing to realize during your flow, during menstruation, is that we always want to be opening our hips. We want to encourage the release of that blood flow. So we're never closing our hips in poses. So we're going to be doing a lot of hip openers today. We also want to do a little bit of support for the back, since we typically, women have some lower back pain during menstruation as well. And the thing we want to avoid really is full inversions, where we're actually shifting the angle that the blood flow is moving through. So we don't want to be in positions where our uterus and our ovaries and everything is above the rest of our body. So legs up the wall is great, but anything beyond that in inversion is actually counteracting what we want to be happening in our bodies right now. All right. So in that comfortable seat, really allowing yourself to arrive in this moment, to arrive in the space that you're in, to arrive on the mat that you're seated upon, or the earth that you're seated upon, and to truly, fully arrive within your body. Feeling into the sensations, feeling into the movement. You might be experiencing sensations in the lower abdomen that we often label as pain or as cramping. But I encourage you to notice your language here, and instead to just simply recognize sensation in the body. Sensation taking place as the body releases and lets go. So as we feel into those sensations and we feel into our body, into our being, let's now shift our awareness to our breath. Deepening that breath and allowing that breath to really bring us into this present moment. And on an inhale, inhale hands to the heart center. Very gently bowing down to that God being, that goddess being, within yourself and within all beings. A deep honoring and a recognition of who you are, who we all are. And then inhaling back to center. And taking a moment to set an intention. Maybe that intention is to slow down the next few days, to be with your breath, to be in the moment. But whatever it is, creating that intention and embodying it, bringing it into the heart, connecting it with your soul, and feeling it in your body right now. and doing your best to carry that intention as we move through the practice today. Releasing those hands to the knees. And we're going to just start in Bada Konasana. So we're going to take the soles of the feet together and let those knees fall out nice and wide. So like I said, just jumping right into a hip opener here. You can wrap the hands around the soles of the feet. On an inhale, lift the heart high and through. And just allow yourself to settle in here. To really just breathe and be with your hips, encouraging opening and release. We store a lot of emotion in our hips. So during this time of our cycle, as those emotions are really coming to the surface, because we're really falling in line with the feminine side. So often if we have not been serving those emotions throughout this month, throughout this cycle, those emotions are really going to come very strongly at this time when that feminine part of us is really fully awakened and alive. So really just breathe here, honoring the opening in the hips, the release of those emotions without any judgment. Just breathe into what's happening for you and allow yourself to just be here for a few breaths. And if you feel yourself wanting to move in deeper, on an inhale, we can inhale, lift the spine nice and tall. And on that exhale, lead with the heart, and just extending forward into those hips more. Whatever feels best for you, your body, your practice. And just allow yourself to be here for a few breaths. Two more breaths here. And then your inhale inhales back up to center. Using those hands to lift those knees back up. And then we're going to extend those legs out in front of us, nice and long. Flex those feet, remove that excess flesh from those sit bones. Really inhale, lift that spine up nice and tall here. And we're going to just start with one side. So let's take that right foot into the inside of the thigh here. Let this hip stay nice and open. Keep that foot flexed. Inhale, lift the spine tall one more time. And on an exhale, folding forward over that left leg. Those hands can stay on the mat. They can reach for the ankle, the foot, whatever feels right for you. Just make sure you're not rounding here to gain that reach. Pull the heart through, keep the spine long, and just breathe. Be with your breath. Be with this moment. Two more breaths here. And then your next inhale engages the core as we inhale, lift back up to center. And we're gonna just switch those legs out. So extend the right leg long, and now bring that left leg in to the inside of that thigh. Root those sit bones. Your inhale inhales the spine nice and tall. You can inhale the arms if you want to. Exhale, lead with the heart as we extend forward over that right leg. Breathing here. Got some puppies out in the yard behind me. Stay with that intention that you set. Keep that spine extended. Stay with that breath. Two more breaths here. And then on that inhale, engage the core as we inhale back up to center. And then we're going to extend that left leg to meet the right. So both those legs are extended long. Remove that excess flesh. Flex those feet. Inhale, lift the spine tall. Inhale those arms. Exhale, lead with the heart, forward fold. Really keep that heart shining through. Stay with that breath. Two more breaths like this. And then engage that core, and on your inhale, inhale, lifting back up to center. And now we're going to take the legs really wide in a straddle. I'm going to turn to face you again. So really opening those legs up, flexing those feet. Nice and wide, however feels comfortable for you. And on your inhale, inhale, lift the heart through. And on that exhale, just gently walking forward. Breathe into the inside of those thighs. This is a nice hip opener again. We're really focused on those inner thighs, and keeping the openness here is going to continue to support that cycle, to support that blood flow. So keep breathing here. Maybe finding a little bit of movement if it feels right. You can come on the forearms if you have the space. And then just settle and be with the intention, be with the breath, and breathe into those sensations. Breathe into the body, bring the breath to release and relax and to heal. Just a few more breaths. And on your next inhale, engage the core as we inhale, lift back to center. And then let's support those legs as we bring those legs back in. Bend those knees, feet are flat. Just gently windshield wiper those knees side to side. Release the back. And if you have a block for this next pose, we're going to do a bridge pose. And ideally, we're going to support it here. But if you don't have one, that's absolutely fine. You can still do a bridge. You maybe just don't hold it quite as long. So we're going to come onto our backs. Make sure that your block is accessible. Walk those feet in so those heels are just touching those fingertips and those feet are hip-width distance apart. Press the hands into the mat, press the feet into the mat, and on an inhale, inhale those hips up high. And then we're going to take our block. It can be on the lowest or the center. I don't encourage the highest one for this one. I'm going to go on that middle level. And we're going to bring it down. And we're going to let it come here, just below, kind of like central here on the hips, right around where that tailbone sits. But you're going to feel into what's comfortable here. And just do a little bit of a supported bridge here. You could bring the hands onto the ovaries if you want, bring some more energy and thought into that. Or you can just let them relax on the side, or you can bring one hand on the belly, one on the heart. Gentle tuck of the chin, lengthening the back of the neck. And just breathing here for a few breaths, supporting the spine. Stay with that deep, steady breath. And check in with that intention. Make sure you are still embodying it. One more breath. And we're going to remove that block and slowly release down towards the earth. Hug the knees into the chest. Gentle rock side to side. You never want to rock front and back because that actually tightens the spine back down. And we are focused on lengthening, always creating lengthened space. And then before we move into Shavasana, we're going to do Supta Bada Konasana. So Supta just means laying, so on our back. And so we're going to bring the soles of the feet together again. Let those knees fall nice and wide. Same thing, you can rest the hands on the ovaries if you want, or a hand on the heart, one on the belly, or just let them fall to the side, palms facing up, so we're open, we're receiving here. And then just breathe into the hips. Allow that breath to come in and let the body know that it is safe. That deep breath says that we are safe, we can relax, we can let go, we can be here. few more breaths. Often when we're practicing yoga, just like in life, there's lots of sounds, there can be distractions. And that's why it's a beautiful practice to just stay with the breath and stay in the present moment, no matter what is happening around you. Stay with what is happening within you. And when you feel ready, we're going to bring those knees back up towards the sky. Windshield wiper one more time. And then extending those legs out long, moving into that Shavasana. So let those hips fall open, those feet fall wide to the sides. Bring those shoulder blades under the body. Palms are facing up. Gentle tuck of the chin. And then surrender. Let everything go here. Even that beautiful breath we've been cultivating. Release all the muscles in the feet, in the shins, the calves, around and beneath the knees. Release and relax the muscles in the thighs, the groin, the abdomen. Release and relax the side body, the chest, the shoulders, all the way down the arms to those fingertips. Relax the muscles in the neck, the jaw, the cheeks, the eyebrows, and all the way down the scalp. Completely relaxing, completely releasing, and in this moment, completely letting go. Start to deepen that breath. nice and low into the diaphragm, into that belly. And bringing some gentle movement to the fingers and the toes, the ankles and the wrists. And when you feel ready, extending those arms above the head, full body stretch, fullest stretch of the day. And then we're going to come to our left side. That side of the feminine, the divine feminine. So really settling in here for a few breaths, connecting with Mother Earth below you. The feminine side is the side from which we receive. So for the next few breaths, I want you to breathe in and receive the qualities of the earth below you. Receiving her strength, her resilience, her love, her compassion, her power. Knowing that all of this is within you already. And then as we receive from her, we gain more of this to embody and to become. So just taking these breaths to fill yourself up. And as you feel ready, taking your time, and making your way slowly back to that comfortable seat. And returning to that nice tall spine. And on an inhale, inhale those hands to the heart center. Returning to that place of balance in front of your heart. Embody your intention here one more time. And very gently bow down to that God being within you. Inhale returns us to center. And on that next inhale, inhale those hands to the third eye. Bringing balance to your point of clarity. And that exhale brings the hands to the lips. Bringing balance to your words and balance to your truth. And that next exhale brings hands to the heart. Bringing balance to your love and balance to your heart. And from this place of balance within me, I recognize, honor, and appreciate the teacher, the light, and the divine within each of you and all things. Namaste. And remember, be gentle with yourself during this time. Honor yourself. Honor your emotions. Notice them. What are you being told? What do you need to see? Know thyself. Know that I love you and I am here to support you in any way that I can. Have a beautiful cycle. Honor yourself now as you move towards that part of your cycle that allows for creation and new life to take form.